And if I told you that I thought literature is dying because no one wants to read anything with actual substance anymore, what would you say? If I told you that all these trending books on booktok are quite literal just junk and so derivative, and instead of being plot driven are trope driven and therefore offer no actual insight to anything and provide any thought or opinion on anything other than sex, dragons, and I don't even know, what would you say? If I said that we need to go back to classic literature and actually read those that have plot and opinions and new ideas and like just thoughts and substance instead of just, and then he kissed me and stroked my hair and bit my lip with his teeth. What the fuck am I getting from that other than horny? Tell me. I don't want to know about that. If I want to know about that, I don't know. I don't know what I'd do. But I don't care. Actually, I do care. I do read romance novels. I think they're fun. But books like A Little Life. Books like, I'm trying to think of like ones that people like nowadays. I don't know. I don't even know. Fucking read Kite Runner. Read A Little Life. Read I Who Have Never Known Men. Read A Virgin's Suicide. Read The Road. Read any of the old class, anything by Jane Austen. Romance. But it's not focused on like the enemies to lovers trope. It's not focused on friends to enemies to lovers to friends with benefits to I don't even know what. Dark academia. Instead of focusing on aesthetics and trying to just make everything cutesy, get down to the nitty-gritty. Get in here and actually like word vomit something that means something instead of just let's go rat on my dragon, and that's a double entendre too. Anyway, that's it. Read actual books in mix with the fun contrived bullshit because it's important to have a balance. But read Devotion by Patti Smith. Intense, amazing. Read Bee Sting, read Martyr, read Looking for Alaska, Diary of an Oxygen Thief. Read Donna Tartt. Read Emily Henry because she makes such cute romance novels and I love her and like her shit's so good. Read anything by Taylor Jenkins Reid. She's amazing. Daisy Jones the Six, 5 stars. But don't forget to actually read things with substantial thought. Because if not, what are you taking away from all these books that you're buying? Because we read not because we wanted, yes, because we want a distraction from our everyday lives, but because we want to learn something and learn something of meaning. And we want to form new ideas and ideologies and thoughts and opinions, and those are all synonyms for each other, I know. But if you just go on forever reading about silly relationships and reading aesthetics and less like meaningful plot driven, because these books aren't driven by plot, they're driven by aesthetics. It's like they're selling you, look at this sci-fi fantasy, like bareback on a dragon, instead of here's this really cool tragic love story. They don't actually, it's less about the writing and the thought and more about just the vibes, and that's killing literature and killing the art of reading and writing. Take that as you will.